All right. Hi, everybody. I'm Dave. This is Cooking with Pawpaw. Right now, for this little section, we're going to make some homemade cornbread. Because we're going to make a pot of chili for supper tonight. All right. And for our cornbread, we need 1 1/4 cups of cornmeal. Okay. We need 3/4 cup all-purpose flour. We got 3 teaspoons of baked powder, a teaspoon of salt, a tablespoon of sugar. We got 1 egg. And we've got a 1.5 cups cold milk. And we have 4 tablespoons of shortening. We got to melt it so it's on the stove melting now. I'm using butter flavored Crisco. And I'm going to cook mine in an orange skillet. Okay. Got my orange skillet seasoned. I've got some grease in my orange skillet. It's on the stove to warm it up because you want to put your cornbread if you're using an orange skillet. Like you all know, I'm an old hillbilly. So I got my orange skillet on the stove with the grease in it, warming up because you want it when you dump your cornbread in, you want it to sizzle because the skillet's hot. You don't want to put it in a cold skillet because it ain't going to come out right. I've got my oven preheating to 425. So we're going to start putting these ingredients together. First thing you got to do is put your egg in your mixer. You got to beat your egg. Not a fan of beating, but hey, you got to beat your egg to get it right. You got to get it right. So here we go. We're going to put our egg in it. Oh, there's our egg. We'll shut our mixer now. Like it. Get about halfway, 3 or 4. I'm washing my hands because I handled an egg. We'll let that egg beat for a couple seconds here more. It should be enough. Or we'll let it run till our shortening gets melted. I'm going to kick it up a notch. And go from there. All right. Our Crisco's almost melted. I'm going to check on it. Yeah. Got more here. This Crisco is ready to go in. Now we got our egg beat. We are going to, first 4 ingredients goes in here now. Let's see. First 4 ingredients is cornmeal, all-purpose flour, salt, sugar, and baking powder. That's our first 4 ingredients. So we got those in. Don't want to break my little ingredient cup. All right, so put all those in it. Turn it on low. And then we're going to give it a second there. Okay. Now we're going to dump our milk in it. We just had to get those all kind of whisked together and combined. We're going to dump our milk in it. And yes, I got my spatula to scrape out all the milk. Maya said she's on her way. I don't know what she's doing in there. She's up to something. Hopefully it's something no good, you know. But anyway, it's just a joke. She's never up to no good. All right, our shortening is ready. So we're going to put our shortening in it. All right. We got our shortening in it. Now we're gonna let it mix. I'm gonna turn the heat up on this iron skillet for a little bit to get it a little bit warmer. And then we're gonna lock and let it mix. It'll all come together and make a nice cornbread batter. Wife says we gotta have cornbread to go with the pot of chili I'm making. I said, okay. So here we go. We're gonna make us some cornbread. Should be coming together good here. We'll scrape the size of our bowl in a second. So we'll make sure we get everything in, mixed in, incorporated real good. But I will go in and scrape my bowl. And we'll see how this turns out. And hopefully it'll be some good cornbread. Got it all scraped down. All the little stuff that comes on the sides, the dust, and didn't want to mix in. We got it back down in there. We'll lock it. Do that. Wash my hands real quick because I got stuff on it. Cornmeal stuff. Wow. Yeah. Our oven's at about 370, so we've got a little bit to go for our oven to be heated up all the way. So we'll let that stir and mix for a bit. Let our skillet get a little bit warmer. Well, it's getting warm now, yeah. We'll back here and get us in and get it in the oven to bake. And then we'll start, we've got to bake this for about 40-45 minutes. So that'll give us time to get our ground beef fried up, golden brown, and start our chili. You don't want to watch me fry a hamburger, I know. But anyway, you know how to fry a hamburger and ground beef. I know you do. If you didn't know how to do that, surely you wouldn't be what you're cooking, right? All right, we got our batter done. Yeah, I'm gonna grab this skillet. Hopefully it's hot enough. Yeah, it's starting to move around. Grease is. So it'll be ready for this batter to go in a second. Pick these gloves up for Maya because she was doing the roll cakes and stuff. Ended up being like 10 sizes too big. So they become pop-holes. They work great. They're actually grill gloves, but they work great for cooking and baking. So get you a pair if you're going to do a lot of baking. You'll love them. Okay. Not quite warm enough. I will kick the heat up a notch. Okay. I'm going to grab this iron skillet. We're going to set it right there. Our oven's up to temp now, so we're going to dump this in. Hey, Maya, come here a minute. What? Never mind. Oops, hold on. Got to take my glove off, man. Nothing, beautiful. You can come in if you want. We're getting ready to dump our cornbread in.
What?
We're getting ready to dump our cornbread in.
What are you making?
I'm making cornbread and chili for supper.
For dinner?
For supper, yep.
It's literally morning.
No, it's 3:30 at night. By the time I get everything done, it'll be about 4:30 or 5.
So messed up.
But
It is not nighttime.
we got our cornbread dumped in our pan. We're going to bake this for 40 or 45 minutes.
Can mommy say hi?
Yeah.
Say hi. Hi.
All right. We're going to stick it in the oven. Excuse me, baby. This is a hot pan, hot pan, hot pan. And you make sure, I got my granddaughter helping me, and I always tell her hot pan because I don't want to get her with it because it'll put a nice little blister and she don't want that blister. That's bad. So you got to let them know when you got hot stuff in your hand.
I have 2 minis from the hot food gun.
Okay, guys. Cornbread's been baking for about 35 minutes. I just checked it with a toothpick. It's coming out clean. There's nothing, it's good and done. So we're going to flip it out on this plate right here and see what happens. I'm going to run around the edge of it with my toothpick. Just kind of make sure it's not sticking to my edges of my pan. And we'll see how it does. Okay. Should be ready to flip it. Actually, I may just flip it out on the table and then put it on the plate. Here we go. Whoa, there it is. See? There's our cornbread. See how golden brown our bottom is? That's because we preheated our skillet. We'll do the chili here in a minute. One more thing. If you use a cast iron skillet, do not put soap in it. It will take the seasoning out of it. Okay. We've got about 2 pounds of ground beef. We got it brown, fried up good and brown and ready to go in. So now we're going to throw some seasoning in it. We got some minced onions. If you want to use real onions, you can, but you need to throw your onions in when you start frying your burger because you need them to get soft and translucent. So I'm using these minced ones. Just going to put a few in it. Okay. We're going to hit it with some Worcestershire pub burger. Just a little flavor. Okay. In our pot, we're going to dump this in. We've got a can of tomato paste and a can of tomato sauce. I rinsed the cans out with water and dumped the water in also. Now we're going to throw some soul food seasoning in our hamburger. All right, last but not least, for the special ingredients, seasons, I got some pink Himalayan sea salt. We're going to put some of this in. Not much, just enough to give it some taste. Okay, some black pepper. All right. And we're going to stir that around and let it seasons get in it real good. All right, we're going to get this burger off. Now we're going to dump our ground beef into our chili pot. I don't put beans in my chili. I refuse to eat beans as an adult, but that's another story. But I would not eat beans when I was a kid. Yeah, I had to. As a mature adult, I refuse to eat a bean. That's just me. All right? So, that's why there's no beans in my chili. All right, now we got our stuff in it, our hamburger in it. We're going to turn our burner back on to about 4. Okay? Stir that around. Bring it together. Now we're going to grab our chili powder. I do not measure my chili powder. I hear the spirit of my ancestors say, okay, Dave, oh, stop, hillbilly. So I know it's good. So until they tell me that, I keep dumping and stirring. And if you want to make this 5-alarm chili, which is what I like, get you some Tabasco and dump about 1/3 of that in it. Definitely will get your 5-alarm going off on that fire. Woo! Right, anyway. Nope, not enough, right? Okay. So we're going to hit it with a little bit more chili powder. Oh, what's that? Okay. My ancestor says that should be enough, Dave. So we're going to stir that around. Here, hang on a second. I'll show it to you here. Since my assistant is preoccupied with one of her projects, she's not being with us today. But she pops in every now and then. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is just let this sit there. Oh, man. And all get nice and hot. There's our chili. And it'll take it a few minutes to come, get nice, everything get nice and hot. And because the paste and the sauce was cold because it was just sitting there, I just prepped it. But it'll be all coming together here in a couple minutes. And we have supper. And I want to thank everybody for their nice comments and that you enjoy us. And I may take tomorrow off and let my wife cook supper. I don't know yet. She ain't told me. But we'll see. If she cooks supper tomorrow night, I'll do one of these and we'll make a dessert. All right? Thank y'all.